what I'd do on a Saturday if I didn't play netball.
It's fun when I get to play with my friends.
Being a mother of 3, it helps relieve some stress.
Anyone can play netball no matter what size or height or colour.
If you want to find a club, check out letsplaynetball.com.au.
What if your next phone could take photos like a pro? Like that one, even in low light. Busted.
We were just talking.
What if you could expand its memory so you can store all your photos?
You have more followers than me.
And what if it worked in this weather? I did warn you. And what if you could do all that and still look this good? Not you, champ. Sorry. Introducing the new Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge.
Welcome back to Netball Central. Brittany Carter with you here on Bar TV Sports. Great to have you with us for a second huge semi-final clash. We've just seen an extremely tight semi-final play out between the UTS St George Sparks and the Sutherland Stingrays under-20 sides. Final score there, 40-39 in the minor premiers. The Sparks favour. And now it's time for our Open's top 2 teams to battle it out for a grand final spot. You could not have picked 2 closest sides for this clash. The Sutherland Stingrays stole the inaugural minor premiership from Manly Warringah Sapphires clutches in the very last round last week, only by goal percentage after an impressive round 14 performance. Manly led on top of the ladder all season, but the Rays' 20-point win over the Panthers 74-54 knocked the Sapphires back to second, and while the Sapphires have had a much rockier run to the finals, they lost in round 12 3 weeks ago, 54-51 to their opponents that are here tonight. The 2 times these Open sides have come up against each other, a result has been decided by just 2 or 3 goals. So get ready, this match should truly be an edge of your seat nail-biter. Taking a look at our lineups for tonight. For the Stingrays, Melissa Talent and Leah Price partner up in goal shooter and goal attack. Braden Quince is in wing attack. Maddie Hay in centre. Cassie Staples, wing defence for the Stingrays. Cassandra Radford, goal defence, and Ashley Valeni in goalkeeper. For the Sapphires, Keely Rodrigo is in goalkeeper. Holly O'Shanassy, goal defence. Victoria Lowe, wing defence. Nikki DeGenaris, the captain tonight for the Sapphires, she's in centre. Brooke Miller is wing attack. Georgia Marshall, goal attack. And Christy Lineker, goal shooter. I'll just reintroduce you to our expert tonight, Communications Unit Manager, Netball New South Wales, Victoria Bain. She's laughing at that comment.
I think that term is very loosely used. We've seen an early change. Victoria Lowe looked to get a bit of a, I guess what you call is a bit of a stinger to the fingers, so she's taken to the bench to seek some treatment. We wish her all the best. And Eliza Long's come on to that wing defence bit. Bit of a scramble there between Ashley Valeni and Christy Lineker. Both have been teammates for New South Wales in previous years gone by.
Stage contact with defender, stage offside. Obstruction defender, advantage goal.
And so it's important to mention what happened last week for these two teams. So Sutherland Stingrays, a cracking match against the Panthers. They won by 20 goals. How incredible is that? And Mel Talon and Leah Price, who we see here partnering and shooting tonight, were incredible too. Accuracy overall, 74 from 80 at 93%. Mel Talon shooting 25 of those at 93, and Leah Price 49 goals.
Wow.
49 goals in one game at 92%.
Contact.
That is a big load.
It's huge.
I wonder what her career high total tally would be.
I'd like to know, but obviously we're expecting big things from these two players as a result.
Stage contact with the contact.
Whereas last week, the Manly was not so successful. They had a 57-all draw with the 7th place Eastwood Ride Hawks, so their confidence may be a little down. Especially as we mentioned that the Stingrays just stole the minor premiership from them. Goal percentage.
Yeah, they snuck in right at the final hurdle there. Sapphires had top spot sewn up for the entire regular season until round 14, where, as you mentioned, Stingrays' big victory boosted their goal percentage and saw them leapfrog into the inaugural minor premiership.
They're now on a 5-game winning streak.
Momentum again. We were talking about it in the earlier time slot, but it really is key and can be quite a game changer. The Stingrays will be taking a lot of confidence in their recent performance to be looking to book their place in the 2016 grand final.
And so we know a lot of the younger players, we obviously know what the Premier League's doing for them, Vic, because it's setting up pathways, it's showcasing what they can do. What does the Premier League do for these older players who may have played, ANZ Championship level, ANL level before? What does it do for them?
I guess that's down to the individual, and you probably have to ask them. For many, it might be a chance to put their hand up. As we've spoken earlier in time slot, the national competition in Australia is expanding by 3 teams, so 8 in total. Therefore, that opens up a lot of opportunities for those players that might not have a contract this season, but it also opens opportunities for the younger players. So we're entering a very exciting chapter in Australian netball, and certainly I hope that the Premier League continues along for the ride.
Never know, we might see some people scouting out at the grand finals in 2 weeks' time. We've got 2 teams in Sydney now coming, so plenty of opportunities there.
Contact goal defence. Contact goal defence. Yeah. Sapphires. Bonus break wing. Obstruction wing defence. Bonus obstruction goal attack.
As we can see on camera right now, the Sapphires have got a real height advantage in that goal circle. So for them, it's going to be using that to try and get as many goals on goal. Great news. Victoria Lowe's returned to the court after seeking some treatment on that stinger. Great to see that she's all doing okay.
Quick fix-up back in the game.
Throw in. Next to the post. Stingrays. Barney, stay spraying. Barney, obstruction, wing attack. Centre obstruction at the top.
So there's two fairly young players on this Stingray side in Maddie Hay and also in Cassandra Radford.
In age, Maddie is definitely one of the younger players, but when you look at her resume and the experience that she has, she's a seasoned player, particularly for Sutherland. She knows what she's doing out on court.
Nice work from Quince feeding into Price.
Sapphires.
Just to recap for those at home, there was the Opens game semi-final played in the earlier time slot on Court 1 between North Shore United and UTS St George Sparks. That game ended in a draw by the regular time, went into extra time, and North Shore had the legs and they ran out to be winners 55-48. That keeps their finals ambitions alight and unfortunately ends St George's season. So North Shore will meet whoever is the losing side from tonight's semi-final between Sutherland and also Manly. So we're pretty excited to see if United can continue their amazing run into the business end of the season.
Oh, we spoke about this before, but to have the Stingrays, United, and also the Sparks all have under-20s and Opens teams in these semi-finals, it's just a huge credit to everyone that does work for the club and volunteers and gives their time. But unfortunately, a high for the Sparks and a low tonight. The under-20s getting through to the grand final. And as you mentioned, their Open side bowing out.
Swings and roundabouts.
Contact from defence. Obstruction defender, advantage goal.
So it's hard to believe it. We've only got under 6 minutes of play left in this first quarter. Stingrays leading the Sapphires 12-7. It's been a fast-paced game. Stingrays dominating for most of the quarter. I'm really liking the matchup between Rodrigo and Talent.
Both former AIS athletes, both former Australian underage representatives. Both know how to play a game of netty.
Arms first, keeper.
We're talking about those Stingray shooters before and how significant they've been during the comp. Sutherland Stingrays actually scored the most goals in the whole season. So 680 they conceded, and they were the third least with that. And then their total for them was 780. It's a whopping amount.
It's not bad, isn't it? For 14 rounds of netball.
Stage contact wing defender. Stage offside
And
wing
I found
defender.
typically looking at their lineups that they choose their shooters, the two of them, and they stick with them throughout the game. But Quince has done a fair bit of shooting for the Stingrays this season too.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see whether or not Braden Quince comes on into a shooter bib of some description. Despite the difference in height, and usually the goal shooter is the taller of the duo, Quince has usually used that goal shooter while Mel Talent goes out at goal attack. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Maria Lynch will pull that card out of the hat.
It's a nice save shot from Chris Lineker, And to talk about her form, back in round 5 when these two versed, she shot 29 from 31 at 94%. So she was the most accurate and scored the highest amount of goals in that game. So she's a great talent as well.
Barney's break, goal defense.
5 goals difference, 3.5 minutes left on the clock.
That is as quick transitional play as you will see.
Quick
Fantastic work from Manly.
Stage obstruction centre. Sapphires. Centre advantage offside.
Trying to find better positioning in the shooting area and just didn't pull off that time.
Oh,
Nice split stance right under the post.
great dodging from talent.
Sometimes you're just better off taking the shot, aren't you?
Absolutely. I mean, she was right under the post.
Oh, up the other end when you're trying to move it around too much and getting closer.
Stage obstruction on attack.
I think you'll find that with taller shooters as well, they're so used to getting the ball delivered to them right under the post that when it becomes a little bit further out and it's a bit more long range, their percentage drops. So I guess it's drummed into them by their coaches and also by statistics. You get closer, you're more likely to actually have an effect. But you're right, losing possession, that's not an ideal way
Stage
either.
obstruction centre.
Oh, nice play between Talon and Price.
It was an awesome turn of speed.
Sapphires.
A nice work by Talent too, just the timing. Just hang on to it that little bit longer, wait for her to come out. Nice work by Maddie Hay, we've just seen.
Contact with defence advantage offside. Guessing attack.
Well done by the Sapphires. So we see Holly O'Shaughnessy getting a hand to the ball twice there.
Attack keeper. Pass a shot. Move forward, keeper. And again. Another step. That's it. Side the keeper.
And so Holly's sister Tegan was actually the key factor that Manly beat. That Manly beat the Stingrays way back in round 5, forcing a turnover, and then Lineker shooting the last 2 goals in a really tight match. And she's out tonight. Vic, would you like to tell us where she is?
I'm 90% certain she's in Canberra.
Put you on the spot, sorry.
You're right. I should have looked this up before. No, the Australian 20 and under squad is in camp at the moment. They're participating in an international series against New Zealand, which is happening at the AIS this Saturday and Sunday. It's all part of the preparations ahead of the World Youth Netball Championships, which are being held next year in Botswana.
So 2012, our score at quarter time, Stingrays leading the Sapphires. Second quarter coming up very shortly. Our umpires are about to get us underway for quarter 2 in this semi-final. Hayley Burgess and Emma Davies are our umpires tonight. We've just seen some changes to both sides. There's only one for the Stingrays. Cassandra Radford's come off from goal defence. And to replace her, Katie Maguire's come on. For the Sapphires, we've had some changes there as well. Nikki Dejenas has come on at wing defence, or she moved from centre to wing defence rather. Vic Lowe has moved into centre, and Eliza Long to goal defence, which means Holly O'Shaughnessy's moved to the bench.
Just quickly, a shout out to Emma Davey. It's old news now, but a couple of months ago she was awarded her National AA badge, which is one step away from her International Umpires Award, which is the highest accreditation you can get as an umpire.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So that really puts her up in the next group of emerging umpires, and hopefully we'll see her umpiring some of the new National League games next year.
That's very exciting.
And hopefully Premier League as well.
Like to keep her. So we talk so much about the players and the coaches and the contest that happens out on court, but it wouldn't be possible without the fantastic umpires.
No, we cannot forget Team White. Just quickly on the other court, in Court 1, Panthers and North Shore United under-20s are playing their minor semi-final. The winner will progress through to the preliminary final against
Stingrays, yeah.
Against the Stingrays next week.
Who just lost this earlier on this court.
Correct. And the score, there's 12 and a half minutes gone in the second quarter. United are up 17-12 against the Panthers.
So United were very lucky to sneak in a win last week and pop into these semi-finals. The Panthers were sitting in third and United pushed their way into fourth spot. So it's very interesting to see what happens in that game too.
Perhaps the younger counterparts took a lot of spirit from their open side.
Especially having their coach. We mention her every week almost.
Particularly Nadia. I wonder how she's going, if she's got any breath left to be able to give instructions on the bench.
So Linnick has just got that little bit of height on the defenders.
Advantage ball, Stingrays.
And it does make a difference.
Barney's contacting defense. Action, goal defense. Beside the goal defence, inside the circles. That's it.
Oh, what a shot. Incredible, Leah Price. It's a wasted opportunity.
Yes, keeper. Big distraction.
Another opportunity for Sutherland. Their lead is now out to 9 goals. Can they get to the double digits?
Barney's contact centre.
Her long bomb took all of her energy. Fantastic hands from Katie Maguire.
Contact centre.
Didn't want to go in that time.
Wing attack contact.
See some Sapphires players watching from the bench very intently. Who's going to be first to it? Stingrays come away with the opportunity here, jumping on a loose ball. And part of the reason these two shooters are so good is they're workhorses. They never just stop moving.
No, they don't allow the ball to just stagnate.
Varnish contact.
Always confusing the space, working defenders.
Distraction.
Just as the circle defenders are trying to work the shooters out of the contest, they're also trying to draw their defenders
That's it.
out to provide some space and movement for their partner. Oh,
Throw.
well done, Maddie Hay.
Brooke Miller getting a hand to it.
It was great pressure from
Couldn't pull
Hay.
it in. Yeah, great pressure.
Distraction. Wing defense. Centre third. Wing defense.
And that's consistent in both the Sutherland sides. It's high defensive pressure.
Both players.
Good work by Lineker keeping the ball in play, palming it to Lowe. And now she's giving her assist.
Taken.
Finished off by Marshall.
While she just scored that goal, I'd like to see Georgia Marshall just get into this game a little bit more. All of the hard work is coming down to Christy Lineker, and then that gives the defensive team an easy option. They know that there's only one shooter that's making all of that's making the attempts. If Georgia can get into this game, it's going to create a lot of issues and also open up a lot more options for Manly.
Causing wing defence on the circle.
Long arms working to her favour.
Sapphires.
7.5 minutes of play in this first half, 26-17. Stingrays lead the Sapphires. Nice work, Maddie Hay.
I often think that she might be related to Inspector Gadget. Her arms just pop out of nowhere. Even when she's on the downward trajectory, she still ends up getting intercepts.
They don't look as long until she pops them up.
They're about 17 feet wide.
Stingrays. Hold time.
So we're seeing some changes made here. Marshall moving into shooter. Cantwell's come on at goal attack. And Van Gogh's come on at wing attack.
Big change up there. Obviously, the coach is trying to invigorate her attacking line. Wants to see some more movement, some speed. Hopefully that will confuse the space for the Stingrays defenders, who up until now have really had the better of the contest.
Contact.
So head coach of the Sapphires, Jen Wright, made some significant changes at the first break, and now she's just made some more in the second quarter. Obviously aware that the combination they have at the moment wasn't working.
Distraction shooter. Varnish contact centre. Stingrays.
So interesting fact, both of these teams suffered their last losses to the GWS Fury. So I'm not sure what it is about that team. But Manly Warringah fell to them back in round 11, 54-51, and Sutherland Stingrays in round 9,
Outside. That's it.
57-47, and that would have been before they went on their 5-game winning streak. Thanks to the help of these two shooters, you have to say, and the mid-court, and the defence ends. They're
The whole team.
Big distraction wing attack.
No, this Sutherland team, even prior to the Premier League, is always the majority of the players have been together for a while now, so their connections are strong. They know how each other plays inside out. So it'll be a big task for Manly.
Yes, goal shooter. Yes. Obstruction defender. Stingrays. Vague obstruction goal attack.
So in the last few weeks, Manly have just taken their foot off the pedal a little bit.
Yeah, they had an unbelievable start to the season. Were undefeated until very late in the piece.
Their highest score was 69.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Only 5 short of the amazing high score that we keep harping on about the Stingrays made last week.
Goalkeeper holding. Yes. Stingrays.
Manly chose to use more of that middle channel. A bit of a success from it. See if they can continue. Oh,
what work.
I was about to say, Long did a really good job of keeping... Well done. Long did a really good job of keeping Price out of that contest. She just was not an option whatsoever. And Captain Nikki Deegs in the right place at the right time.
Some confusion there about whether she was passing or shooting.
Next to the post.
I think Katie Maguire thought it was a pass.
There you go, side wing defense.
Nice shot.
Sapphires.
31-20.
Hold time.
11 goals in this now.
Barney's break goal attack.
Blown out a little bit.
There's obstruction centre.
Baseline cut from Lauren Catchwell. She'd take a lot of confidence from that shot as well. She's working herself into this contest.
It's 2 in a row now.
Contact goal defense.
She's a great shooter. She's very accurate.
Barney's obstruction goal attack.
And she's the prime example that height means nothing, really, isn't it?
Her and Leah Price. 49 goals. I'm still not over it.
Had to check it a few times when I wrote it down this morning.
Great determination there from Cassie Staples. If she could get her finger to that ball, she was going to keep it in.
There you go, side wing defender. There's obstruction.
Oh. That one just popped out. It looks like it was going in.
There's really good angles from Manly as well.
There's obstruction goal shooter. Sapphires throw in centre third.
So I think the coach has done a favour to the team by injecting Cantwell in here.
Contact wing attack. Yes.
That was really well positioned by Georgia Marshall.
Stingrays.
We've got 34 seconds left in this first half, second quarter.
Contact goalkeeper.
Well, there's 10 goals in it. You would have to argue that the Sapphires have actually responded really well in the last few minutes.
Force their way back in, definitely.
Absolutely. Hopefully that gives them a lot of confidence heading into the second half.
Some direct passes happening now.
Bag obstruction with defender.
Across the top
Bag offside
of the
centre.
circle low.
Contact goalkeeper. Next to goalkeeper push.
There we go. So 10 goals is the deficit at half-time. Stingrays leading the Sapphires 33-23. We'll be back very shortly, second half. Maddie Hay to start off this third quarter for the centre for the Stingrays.
Nice little handy pick up there from Rodrigo.
Barney's instruction, wing attack. Contact.
There's been no changes made to either side in the break.
Slide the keeper, take a step back. That's it. Contact. Barney's goal.
Georgia Marshall scoring the first points in this third quarter. Is this going to be a momentum shifter?
It was interesting to see that Manly coaches maintained the side or the lineup that she finished with in that second half. I really think they did the job for her. They seem to, whilst the scoreboard probably didn't get a point of difference, certainly you felt it across the court, the momentum switch.
Lineker just lying down there. I'm not really sure if she's getting treatment or just relaxing. That was almost too easy. Check out that goal.
The only thing I could possibly fault about that play is that Mel Talent went just slightly too early.
Over.
That's really me being picky,
That's
though.
why you're the expert.
It was interesting. I was watching another long one. See, Mel Talent. Wonderful shot. I was watching during the halftime break and Leah Price was under the post with Mel Talent. And Mel made and this is going to sound terrible because it's not visual, made the shutting mouth signal to her with her hands. As we know, it's a trademark of Leah Price. If only we could get a front on, she probably has her mouth open at this stage.
She's a big talker too. You can hear her yelling at the other players on the court a lot of the time. In a good way when I say yelling, directing them.
She leads by example, so I guess if you were a teammate, you wouldn't mind if she's telling you where to go.
Contacting attack. Contacting defence around. Yes. Contact defender. Yes.
She's got a shot closer. Never in doubt.
And just quickly on the court one in the under-20s semi-final, United are still leading, but Panthers are a little bit closer. The gap now is 5 goals to United, 33-27, and just a smidgen over 11 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Rolled in eventually. So Sutherland have swung the momentum back here. Oh, imagine if that had been pulled off.
That would have been fantastic play.
Great work by Eliza Long, the Sapphires defenders, to jump on it.
Just couldn't keep possession. And they need those turnovers. They need to consolidate on any possession gains that they can possibly get.
As we talk about it, Maddie Hay stealing an intercept.
Go, Gadget Arms.
They're struggling with the possession, though. Is that the biggest factor that's faulting them at the moment?
You would have to say so. When you're looking at a deficit at this substantial, you need to be taking your chances and then some. That being said, as we can see, they're not out of the contest, and they showed that during the end of that second quarter.
Wing area. Contact keeper. Hold defence. Obstruction. Advantage ball.
10 minutes left of play in this third quarter. Stingrays have blown out their lead, 41-26. Expected this to be a really tight match. It's a good take by Marshall, despite defending sandwich.
Stingrays!
That was centimetre perfect.
Stage obstruction, goal attack. Stage pole, goal defense.
Didn't even touch the edge of the circle then.
She has certainly found her radar again.
Nice work, Cassie Staples.
Stage obstruction, goal attack.
So Sutherland proving their worth as the inaugural minor premiers at this stage.
Barney construction wing. Construction wing.
Nice shot by Cantwell. She's definitely made a difference coming on.
I think it's just that point of difference of a shorter and a taller shooter. She's opening up some space. Opening up some space for Georgia Marshall.
Plus they need to be defended differently.
Definitely.
Makes it harder to jump from one player to the other and switch with your defender.
Sapphires.
Barney construction centre.
Good backup from Georgia Marshall.
Construction. Up. Keeper, that's it. Stingray. Sorry.
It's good work by the captain.
Again, if they get a goal here, you can feel it in the air. A bit of a momentum switch, a bit of rhythm. It'll give them a bit more confidence to stay with Sutherland.
Obstruction wing attack. Stage not out of play wing.
Forced back here. I'm going to need to find an option up front.
Centre third.
Again, going back to two options.
I'm just taking that split second to check them out, right? Not just going for the first one that pops up.
Keeper.
There we go. She's finding some form in the rhythm of things now.
Wow. Here come Manly.
I felt like the whole crowd just went silent then. Just watched it sail in.
I admit I was holding my breath.
Centre. Contact defender. Yes, goal defence. Next to it. On the land, defending to goal. Sapphires.
Good work by Lowe to get to that first. Because Maddie Hay was all over her. Oh, I feel like my heart stops every time she throws it. It's not even me throwing it.
Really shouldn't, because she's been shooting very well. But I feel you.
Stage contact wing defence. Sapphires. Hold time.
So Sutherland scoring just as easily though. Manly are still having to work for it.
Good patience there from Van Gogh.
And some great defence from Katie Maguire.
Contact over pass.
Hold goal defender.
Again, pinpoint perfect.
Barney spray.
Contact wing defence. Wing defence, step forward. Yep. Obstruction keeper. Yep. Sapphires.
Long ball down to Cantwell from the captain.
Obstruction wing.
Great work by Marshall there, waiting under the post.
Yeah, it was lovely positioning.
In goal attack. Barney's obstruction.
So 3.5 minutes left in this third quarter.
Barney's
The
obstruction.
score's blown out,
Bang,
48
offside,
to 33. The Stingrays lead the Sapphires. And it's becoming a little bit too easy for the Sapphires to score.
Hold time, goalkeeper.
I think this is Holly O'Shaughnessy coming back on at keeper.
Keely Rodrigo getting a rest.
Sapphires.
And they probably need a break. They need to try and do their best in this third quarter and refresh in between the fourth quarter, the Manly.
Throw in.
Even just a change of mindset.
Yeah, look, we've got less than 3 minutes until the final break. This is Manly's chance to be able to, whilst they might not make a big claw back on the scoreboard, they can take some good rhythm into the final quarter.
And you can see what the Stingrays did there. So Maddie Hay missed the pass, but Price was there ready backing up. And as a result, the mistake was saved.
Sapphires.
Barney's obstruction wing.
Using every second of that 3
Barney's
allowed.
Opportunity wasted there.
I do get nervous when teams go back to the transverse line. I understand it because it's all about resetting and
Finding some space,
finding their
obviously.
space. Yeah, as we saw in the previous game as well. Whenever they go back, it's nerve-wracking stuff.
And it sometimes doesn't always work either. As we saw just in that example before. Long arms. Katie Maguire's doing very well in that defensive position. Too easy. Mel Talent in the hoop. 53-33 this score has blown out to a 20-goal difference. And this is what the Sapphires led by last game when they had that significant win. I wouldn't think that 20 points have been put on them here, though.
No, they are trying their best, and, you know, credit to the players. They're throwing themselves into the contest. Great
well
positioning
done.
by O'Shaughnessy.
Long ball.
Oh,
Not counted, unfortunately. So 20 goals is the difference in this semi-final here. We've got 1 quarter left. Can the Sapphires come back and fight for that grand final position? We'll see in the 4th quarter coming up very shortly. Here we go, 1 quarter left. And that'll be our captain, Nikki Tejanaz. Get us underway. Manly will need an impressive fight in this quarter. So I have to hold on to possession.
Inside. Yep.
And outwit and outsmart the Stingrays defenders. Georgia Marshall, first goal of this 4th quarter.
Garnish contact wing.
Never in doubt, Mel Talent. So reliable.
That Maddie Hay dodge to get the pass was akin to something you'd see from Leah Price, actually. I wonder if she's ever taken a turn at being in the shooting circle.
So we've seen Marshall step up to the plate these last 2 quarters and make a bit more of an effort in the play. Oh, well done.
Wonderful. That was really great rebounding.
It's Lowe and O'Shaughnessy partnering each other in the defensive ends, Manly. And it's
There's those
mistakes like
Inspector
these.
Gadget arms.
Mistakes like those are going to hurt them.
Yeah, Deeks won't be happy with their effort there.
Throw in.
She'll throw anything into getting back possession.
Sapphires.
So just quickly on court 1, and we'll update our viewers back home. Just to recap, North Shore United and Panthers are playing out in the under-20s minor semi-final, with the winner progressing through to next week's preliminary final.
Oh, it's close now.
It definitely, United, who have been in front for the majority of the match, are now only 1 goal ahead of the Panthers, 44-43. Just a smidgen under 12 minutes left to play. Fantastic fight back from the Panthers. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of that game plays out on court 1.
So next week we'll see our preliminary finals play out here, which we've been talking about. The team that loses the major semi-final will battle it out there with the winner of the minor semi-final in their last chance efforts to make it into the grand final.
And due to the fortunes of only having 2 games to contest, both will be played on the show court, meaning those at home can tune into Bar TV. But hey, even better, come down to Netball Central and cheer on the players. Under-20s will be first up at 7 o'clock, followed by the open side at 8:40.
Contact wing defender. Goal surge. Goal surge.
Speaking of other events that are happening at Netball Central, on Saturday and Sunday, the 20th and 21st of August, the Murray Little OAM Shield Tournament will be held here at Netball Central. It's a national netball tournament for teams where players with an intellectual disability represent their states. New South Wales will be hosting Western Australia, Queensland, Victoria and South Australia, and will be defending their 2015 title after they went through last year's tournament undefeated.
There you go. Undefeated. Wow, it's pretty
Undefeated.
significant.
Yeah, they're led by Jenny O'Keefe, who I'm sure if viewers at home are in the netball world have definitely heard of or seen Jenny before. She's the head coach of the GWS Fury Open side. Wonderful lady. And they've been training and playing. This Sunday is their last training session, and they'll all be presented with their playing dresses. So we're really exciting. We hope that a lot of people can come down and cheer New South Wales. Entry's free, so you've got no excuse. Come down. Finals will be played on Sunday the 21st. Yeah, it should be a really good weekend.
Contact keeper. Yes. Sapphires.
So the deficits decrease slightly, 59-41. Stingrays leading the Sapphires.
Contact keeper. Step out keeper.
And Cantwell and Georgia Marshall doing particularly well in the circle.
Stingrays.
There's still 9.5 minutes to play here. They could come back, could they?
Absolutely. It's not over until the fat lady sings or something along those lines. Cliche.
Distraction.
But look, if Talent and Price have got anything to say about it, they will continue to push this lead out.
Nice try to keep it in play.
Calamity of errors around there, but well done, Maddie Hay. It's come off a Manly body, and Sutherland maintained possession.
Doing the switcheroo there across the top of the circle. Wow, the screams are definitely
I wonder if our
loud up
microphones
there.
can hear this. Again, just recapping Panthers and United over in Court 1 for the under-20s minor semi-final. Panthers have taken the lead now, 7.5 minutes to play. They're leading 48-45 over North Shore United. Yep.
Oh, beautiful work between particularly Diginars and Cantwell to get it into Marshall.
Yeah, Maguire did well. She hung back, but the lure of the big intercept, and that opened up the space for Georgia Marshall around underneath the post.
So we're back to 20 goals here. 7.5 minutes to play. Some superb shooting happening at both ends.
Keeper. Other side keeper.
I think they called that
That's it.
in the back in footy circles.
So it's really the mid-court here that's sort of deflated a little bit.
Probably running out of legs a little bit.
Obstruction taken. Sutherland. Barney's distraction, go defend.
Leah Price coming out of nowhere. Oh, there you go. O'Shaughnessy, intercept.
She saw that coming a mile away. Really need to... commentator's curse. I was about to say, they really need to reward that effort. It can be heartbreaking as a defender when you do all of that great work and then your teammates just throw it away. But they've got another chance here.
Low
Let's see it
calling.
get down to the shooters.
Centre third.
Great work from Eliza Long. Defenders have really stepped up in the last few minutes.
Contact keeper.
It's very congested in there.
Yes, shooter.
Which is largely credit to the Stingrays defenders.
Absolutely, confusing that space really well. Let's see a couple of back-to-backs here for Manly. What can they produce? Excellent stuff. So keeping our viewers updated at home, we've got 4 minutes to play on Court 1. Panthers still remain in the lead, 53 over North Shore United, 48.
Vague obstruction wing. Contact. Step aside.
They wanted to pass that one.
Stingrays.
Great goal attack. Free pass.
Center.
quick play. Where did that come from?
Obstruction.
Great feet from Georgia Marshall there.
That's nice set play.
It's a nice little purple patch for Sapphires. Oh, I've really got to stop giving them compliments.
Halfway.
Oh, nice work, Captain.
Vague obstruction.
Well
Nikki
done.
Dinaris.
Just T-toeing that sideline.
Obstruction keeper.
With 3 minutes to play, it's probably a little late in the piece, but certainly it should be able to give them the confidence that they could run
Stingray.
should they stick to the game plan.
So it looks as if our Sapphires will be up against North Shore
Contact,
United
contact.
next week. And they'll have to bring something special to the table if they're going to keep their
Outside.
grand final dreams alive.
By the goal defence.
Because at the moment they're just not able to compete with the Stingrays and the quality team they are.
2.5 minutes here, 2 minutes over in court one. The Panthers still lead. It's 5 goals over there. Can North Shore come back?
Stingray.
Cantrell just hasn't missed a beat since coming on.
Oh, nice work. Leah Price had her back to that ball.
There's that open mouth.
You heard her, 2 minutes. What are the Sapphires able to produce here?
Contact center. Around center. Yes. Stage contact. Obstruction keeper.
Marshall did well to get to that ball. She was heavily marked.
Stingray.
1:20 on the clock.
Spanish break wing.
So the Stingrays will just try and push their lead out and continue to push their lead out here.
I reckon that was about 3 seconds. I think that was the fastest play that I've seen tonight.
Vague obstruction wing defender.
Thirty seconds
there
to
we
play.
go,
And
Stingrays.
Panthers are up 55-51 on court one.
The girls are tired on both sides here. A bit of scrappy play happening.
Spanish break wing defense.
30 seconds on the clock.
Contact keeper.
Outside. Just beside with the wing attack. That's
And the
it.
Sapphires are really going to have to evaluate what went wrong here for next week.
And on the other court, the Panthers, they continue their season. 55-51 win
Throw in.
over North Shore United. Congratulations.
Vague obstruction shooter.
And that'll finish us up here. Stingrays have defeated the Sapphires in the major semi-final, 68-55. Thanks for your company tonight. First game, very, very tight. This one a bit of a blowout, but very exciting to watch just as much.
Hello.
We look forward to having your company on Bar TV next week when we have the preliminary finals right here on the show court at Netball Central. Good night.
know what I'd do on a Saturday if I didn't play netball.
It's fun when I get to play with my friends.
Being a mother of three, it helps relieve some stress.
Anyone can play netball no matter what size or height or colour.
If you want to find a club, check out letsplaynetball.com.au.
What if your next phone could take photos like a pro? Like that one, even in low light. Busted.
We were just talking.
What if you could expand its memory so you can store all your photos?
You have more followers than me.
And what if it worked in this weather? I did warn you. And what if you could do all that and still look this good? Not you, champ. Sorry. Introducing the new Samsung Galaxy